The views in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests, not the Yolanda Monyai brand. The content is for informational and entertainment purposes only, and we make no guarantees about its accuracy, reliability, or suitability.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my Spotify channel and the YouTube channel. So we did hear your cry and we went and fetched. Especially I had to drag her from all the campaigns she's shooting every day. I was like, come! And there she is!
Yay! I've been wanting to come here. Yo, Yolanda, thank you. How much I've been watching you. I subscribed. I was like,
you did?
Subscribe. I'm like,
Do you hear that, guys? Please subscribe.
They must subscribe. They must like
they
and
must
comment.
subscribe and comment. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel.
Welcome, baby.
Hi.
You're killing it. Hello.
No, you're also killing it. How are you?
The truth or the lie? Which one do you want?
Let's start with the truth.
I'll give you the truth. I'm a very tired girl.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a very tired girl. I don't know why I'm this tired. I even decided to just go back to the gym because, in the house we're gymming all the time. So I stopped. So now I'm going back to the gym because I'm like, I need my energy levels back. I am a very tired girl. I don't want to lie. I'm tired. I feel like I need a vacation 24/7, Yolanda. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I'm tired.
So these jobs are a lot that you're getting tired.
To be honest with you, I'll keep it real because it's you, I want to be honest. There's no need for me to, sugarcoat. It's not even a matter of the jobs being a lot. I travel a lot. That's just my issue, MP's home. So every weekend and now and then I'm needed to go back home.
Oh.
So when I go home, whether it's a gig, because I DJ or something, or, my partner.
I was about to say, who did you leave at home? Because you can't just travel at home every
it's
day.
It's not for nothing. And work, I'm slowly getting into, the content creation space. So I just find myself getting tired and I'm like, nah, girl, we need to work, so you can't be tired.
So should we tell them?
You can't be tired.
Should we tell them?
Yes, tell them.
How
please.
we know each
Yes,
other.
please. You spill the beans.
Guys, I know SIPHESIHLE and not from Big Brother. She used to sit across me and work.
It's true. It's true. Guys, I loved Yolanda so much. From the moment I saw her, I was like, she's like, why is this one so hot?
Was I not loud?
No, you were loud, but remember, I wasn't that close to in terms of proximity to know that you're actually loud. But I could see that you have such a bubbly personality and you're so welcoming and so warm. Like you were so kind to me because where we were, like not everyone was like that nice all the time. People were just minding their own business. So you had no reason to be nice to me, but you were.
Oh,
like
thank
you were like, you're so beautiful. I was like, oh, okay, you beautiful as well. Like you stunning, because I just kept to myself because I was like, nah, people are just minding their business, yeah.
But then let's talk about the 9 to 5 where we both come from.
Yeah.
Because in night I resigned when I went to Big Brother. What did you do?
So that's a very funny story and sad story. I resigned there and things were just bad. You know how the salary fluctuates, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Target situation.
Sales
guys.
is very crazy. So I had one good year there that was like amazing because I was in the dealership space and it was very nice and it was amazing. However,
Wait, you moved from dealership?
I've always been in dealership.
Okay.
I was always in the dealership space. Okay. So yes, in the insurance and finance space, guys, those who know, you have your commission and then you also have your basic
salary.
And sometimes the commission is not as great. You have horrible months. So it's like the second year, things just got horrible. No matter how early I would clock in for work, I would land at work at 7
and then
to try and clock in and then even leave at 7.
I
You understand?
know.
You sit in during your lunch. You understand? It was bad.
You don't take lunch. No.
It was so bad. And then my mental health, and I'm not even one, I'm very fortunate. I'm not one who struggled with mental health, as you know, Yolanda. But that time I started to feel like, now I'm experiencing anxiety. Now I'm experiencing ikari. I'm depressed. And not because, I'm diagnosed with depression, but financial depression is a thing, okay? When your finances are drowning, you can feel like, nah, this is not it. So just to keep it real, I resigned without a plan. I was like, I called my dad this one night. I was actually chilling with a friend of mine, Neo. And we were just chilling. He also lives in Centurion. We were drinking, just relaxing. And then I just started to break down. Like, when you just have a breakdown, I was just breaking down because we were talking about how challenging work is, and I was just breaking down. And I'm like, I don't think I can handle the space any longer. As much as I've been in the insurance space for so long. I mean, I come from a banking background. So I was in banking. For 6 years at Capital Bank, actually. For 6 years, yes. And And I left my capital job for greener pastures, right? Kanti, no, I'm going to a mamba, a green mamba.
Yeah.
Greener pastures, green mamba.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I left. I went home. I went straight home. I was like, I'm fortunate enough because I called my dad. I had a breakdown with my dad on the call. I was with so imagine this, Yolanda. I'm chilling with my friend. We're drinking. It's nice. We're talking about work. I'm having a breakdown. I'm crying now and I'm telling him I can't cope. And my dad is calling. And you know, the timing is off because I'm not okay. So I'm crying. But I'm like, I'm going to answer my dad. I'm going to stop putting this facade as if I'm having such an amazing time in the city. I'm not. Like, it was my first time relocating my life from Mpumalanga to this side to try and work, you know, to try and make it a decent income, you know. I told my dad that, nah, I'm not happy. I'm not okay. Work is not looking good. My dad was like, I don't want you coming back home in a coffin. Come home. Resign there and come home and we'll work out a plan. And that's how I left the city, guys. And I went home and I worked with my dad for like 6 months or so because he has his own thing that he runs as well. And then I got another job, continued with the job. That's when I applied for Big Brother.
Oh, yeah. That's a story and a half.
That's the truth.
So when you get accepted, but yes, let's go to Dubai. What happens there? Please walk us through the whole situation.
With which one now?
Big Brother.
With Big Brother. For me, it was, okay. When I got accepted for Big Brother, I didn't want to resign, right? Because I felt like, obviously, there's life after Big Brother, you know, and you don't really know if you're going to come out to Yolanda. Hey,
So this is your new job.
This is my new job, right? This is not outsurance anymore. So I was like, I don't want to assume that when I come out, I'm going to be this superstar like Yolanda, guys. Like, I want to be a big deal.
I was like, Yolanda, guys,
I was like, I'm not going to assume hurry because you never know what can happen, you know? So I was like, you know what? Let me play it smart and let me ask for an unpaid leave. So I requested an unpaid leave and they declined it. I'm telling you. And I was so hurt because that job was a proper cost to company job. I could work from home remotely. It was a very decent job. I really liked it. Like after what I went through with my previous company, I was starting to really settle in nicely. So when they were like, no, you just started here. You haven't even been here for like a year. We can't give you.
Sense.
But at the same time, I was very honest with my manager. My manager was like, just go for it. Go for your dreams. Go for your things. You know, like do what you want to do because you're not happy here. We can see. So whatever it is that you want to do that makes you want to take this leave of absence, just take it. You know, like don't mind whatever. You'll be fine. You're still young. So I was like, actually, they don't want to give me this leave of absence. Unpaid. I was willing to just take it unpaid. And then I was like, it's fine, I resign. And I resigned. They gave me my end of contract. And I was like, sure, okay, this is real. I'm really pursuing my dreams now.
You know what, HR?
Yo.
When HR calls, you're like, oh my gosh, this is real.
This is real. It's real. I was like, what? Okay. And yeah, they told me, no, it's fine. Your last day is this day. And I think it was like, December, the 30th of December or something. And I was like, okay. Damn,
and
let's
follow
this route. I was like, corporate, thank you. It was nice because I've been there since I was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. Capitec took me pretty young because I'm chacharach like that. I talk a lot.
Do you? You strike me like someone who's quiet and very introvert.
Nah. I feel like it depends where I am.
Okay.
It depends who I'm with.
Okay.
But I'm not a shy person. Like when I meet someone, like I think also when you met me, I was in a very weird space.
Yeah, you're very quiet.
I was very quiet. And life will do that to you, Yolanda. Yeah. Life will make you shut up.
I even told Yaya when we were watching, first day when you guys were walking in the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, this girl looks so familiar, hey?
Yeah.
But I don't know who it is, but like, she really, really looks familiar. Because I had a dream and there was someone I knew in the Big Brother house. I told people that, I talked to nobody.
Yes.
I was like, I had a dream there was someone I knew in the house.
Yes.
And when I saw Nsuku after, I was like, okay,
Nsuku.
And then later on, I'm like, no, man, I know SIPHESIHLE.
Yes.
I called, what's her name again? Shelton's wife.
Okay.
Lulu. What's her name? No, man, it's not Lulu. I forgot her name. Anyway, she was your, I think she was your friend at work.
Yes.
And I'm like, is that SIPHESIHLE from work? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Then I'm right.
And I actually saw you at Kunye.
Yes, and you told me you were going.
I greeted you. No, I couldn't talk to you about it. I didn't say anything because I just saw you and I hugged you and I greeted you. And then people started coming to you. And then I was like, girl, we'll talk. So I couldn't even.
I did. Yeah, I remember.
I couldn't even
but
tell
in my
you
head, I thought you told me. Ish. Okay, you didn't.
I was too scared
would
to
have
tell anyone,
remembered.
wait to Yolanda. Because like I took that whole rule of don't tell anyone so seriously. I took it, remember
Did
when
you watch my episode?
I did. Of course I was obsessed with your episodes. Because I watched the one where you were even talking about like people asking you how like when you audition, like what do you do? And the first thing you said is like, guys, the fact that you're even asking me.
Don't go.
Asking me, you must be confident, So I listened. I watched. I watched a lot of your interviews just to prepare myself as well.
And then Now, I also did the same because I actually watched other interviews before I went.
Yes.
And watching a podcast interview, it's actually very good because
they must watch.
Yeah, it's
They
actually
must
like it
watch.
really does prepare you.
It does.
Unlike you watching the clips of the house
Don't
on
watch the
what's
clips of the
happening.
house.
But if you watch a podcast on people who have been there,
Who've been
explaining,
there.
it actually does help.
It helped me so much. And I think I've heard people tell me, "Like, you were so prepared when you went there. Like, all right, you were so prepared." I'm like, listen, I was always on YouTube. I was watching. I watched your one with Kosi. I watched your one. I watched because I was like, I really need to try and get a picture of what's happening in that house.
I actually watched the 1 year Kosi and McG.
Yes.
And
I watched that one as well.
Yes,
That one
and
was
it
very
really
helpful.
it really
Yes.
gave me like
The insight,
yeah,
ne?
yeah.
Yes, I watched that one as well.
And then
I
when you
watched
get to the
yours.
house, what's your game plan there? Like, what did you prepare? What did you
Yes.
say? What did you do?
Yes.
What was the strategy?
Shame with me, ne, I was very honest about the fact that I kina strategy. Ne? I was like, I'm an overthinker and I'm a panicker. So I was like, if I'm gonna have a strategy in that house, things are gonna go south. Like I know that things are gonna not go the way that I want them to go. But I knew that when I'm there, I'll just be myself. I'll stick to being myself. And I'll make sure, Huri, I try my best to showcase who I am and what I have to offer. Like that was just me. Like I was at work, hey? As much as it was nice and I was having fun, but to me, I was like, listen, this is gonna be work for me. I'm gonna make sure that I showcase, the talents I have. I'm gonna showcase, tap into things that I never thought that. I mean, that place takes you out of your comfort zone for
It
real.
does.
You do it. Sometimes, I mean, I never even used to do much acting, but now you're acting. Now you have to sing and compose something. Musically, it wasn't challenging, but the other stuff, I had to just be out of my comfort zone. So I was at work. If I had to say that I had a strategy as well, Yolanda, I just honestly wanted to just be, and it's very delusional of me, but I wanted to just be okay with everyone. I was like, honestly, I just want to be okay with everyone. Yes, we're here to win 2 million. I nominate you, you nominate me. We're going to be okay. We keep it moving. But I was one person who told myself that I already I've witnessed a lot of violence, whether it's verbal or physical. I've been I don't want to call myself a perpetrator, but I've been a person to also inflict violence on someone. So when I went to the show, I had a time in my life where I grew a lot, And when you go through life and you mature and you go through a lot of things, you really, and I'm old, man. Like I'm knocking on 30, guys. I'm not a kid. I'm 28.
That's old.
Stop
it.
It is like
Stop
the third floor
it.
is here.
Guys. Hey, leave us in that situation to say it.
To say it. We're joining you guys.
When you are 20, man. Because you're not going to like it when you get to 30.
Nah. But that's how I felt. I felt like, man, I'm old now. I've gone through what I've gone through. So when I was at the house, I was like, okay, I just want to be cool with everyone. And I will just keep things organic. Like if I don't like something, I'll say I don't like something, If I like something, I like it. If I want to do something, I'll do it. Like I told myself that, you know what? I just want to have organic and genuine reactions to stuff. So this thing of like playing a game and provoking people and that, no, man, I don't even think I was doing any of that, Yeah.
So what happened between... This one I laughed when I was like, wow.
Which one is this?
The prank, yeah, Jojo.
Sure. First of all,
I laughed.
First of all, I want to actually. It's now that I'm at the house, it's funny. Like it's so flippant.
It was so funny. It was so funny to watch. My head was
like, what's
oh my God, she took it. Okay.
Yo, so first of all, guys, cabin fever is real in that house. You are in this isolated space with people, so you are so sensitive. When someone touches you like this, you feel like they've slapped you, So, hey, for me, when Jojo stole my prank, I felt so betrayed. I don't want to lie, I was mad. I was like, Jojo, no, like, who are you? How are you? Like, what is the meaning of this? Who does that? Yeah, who, as Mishini would say, who does that? I was so upset, Yolanda. I couldn't, I was even shaking. You know when you're so mad, you're like, I can't even react the way because like I'm trying to control my anger and I'm not trying to shout at you and lash out at you, you know. But it was a simple thing where I was with Jojo in the room, we were cleaning. And I'm like, I want to prank the house, you know. That's something I've always wanted to do. I wouldn't even say that's a strategy as Yolanda. Pranks don't really like, I don't think it's a strategy thing.
It is a strategy.
Do you feel like having pranks is a strategy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then maybe that's the only strategy I had.
What's her name, this one? Lerato.
Yes.
She was
the prankster of your season. Oh, nice. Because with me, I was like, I want to have fun because this house is so stressful and everything can be so tense. So I want to like play around with people's emotions and see how I can get away with it. So I guess that could be a strategy on my side. Hey, we're talking nicely. I'm telling Jojo Hori, you know what? Let's do this prank. It's going to be fun and it's going to be more believable when you work on the prank with me. You're right. So I was supposed to just go into the diary room when Big Brother calls me. And then when I come out, I need to come out crying. And just pretend, yo, I'm crying. This is bad. And then Georgia was just supposed to comfort me. And then afterwards, Georgia was supposed to call the housemates and be like, guys, SIPHESIHLE wants to talk to you guys. She's not okay. And then I was going to say, guys, I'm pregnant. I'm leaving the show. That was my prank. I cooked it with Jojo. I was sitting with her and we were cooking it. That
was nice.
You understand? Because it would have, and you know why it would have made sense, Yolanda? It would have made sense because the whole week I was sick. I was throwing up that whole week in the house. I also don't know why. I think being young or whatever that was going on with me, I was extremely, even day one, immediately when I landed, not even 3 hours, I was really sick. And then that whole week, I was just feeling so off. I was like, I'm definitely going home.
Nah, like, but the house does that because you're adjusting.
Nah,
yeah.
Because I was throwing up.
Because I also had problems.
You also had problems?
Yeah, like that first few days in Yana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah.
It does that.
It was bad. I couldn't eat. I couldn't keep things down. But I had to like fight that, else I'm going to go home here. If I continue to be this weak, like I need to be strong. So I explained that to her. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. It's proper. I'm like, yes. Then I was like, I can't do it today because I think I'm only going to have a diary session tomorrow. Big Brother hasn't really called me for anything. So let's wait until I get called out and then we plan it sharp. Jojo takes it. Hey, including the 4 hours. Like within 2 hours or so, she goes called to the diary room. I think she was probably also having a diary session or something. When she comes out, she calls the housemates. And then when she calls the housemates, she starts talking about how she's leaving. So I'm looking at her like, Miguel. And she's looking at me. I'm like, oh, brave. I was so shocked. I wasn't, because, you know, at the time, Shane, Jojo and I were pretty close. Like, she was one of the first housemates that I really gelled with, you know? But, man, I got over it. It was tough in the house. But when I was outside, I'm like,
you know what I would have done?
Yeah.
I would have stood up there
and be like,
I'd be like, what are you doing? Because that's my prank. I would have cancelled it.
Like,
immediately. Yeah. Yeah.
At that time, I think when I was in shock, I carry this flights free and flights freeze and flee. Me, I froze.
How are you English? Like, that one is English. Flight, freeze,
yeah, I get it. Your reactions. Some people they fight,
they react,
and then some people they'll freeze, and then some people it's flights, like they'll run. So with me, my reaction at the time, Yolanda, I froze. I couldn't believe it. I was in like shock.
Wait, did you wait for her to finish?
She finished the entire prank, ne? And then when she was done,
you didn't say anything to them there.
I couldn't. I was in a state of shock because you and I were friends, or I consider us friends in the house. You know, we okay. So when she did that, I was like. And then the only time I could react, I'm also a very late reactor, by the way. I reacted like after like a couple of minutes when it sank in. I'm like, she did that. I'm like, no, I'm fetching her. Which one is this one? No. And then I went to go fetch her. Yes. And then when I went to go fetch her, and then it seemed as though now I'm attacking her. Like now, because everyone was like, no, but because when I came, the house shifted that week. Because when I came to her, I was like, but how can you? And when I approached her, it was like her and a group of like 3-4 people. You know, I didn't even, I actually saved, I don't want to say I saved her the embarrassment of doing it in front of the entire house. I didn't want to do it you understand? I only approached her in front of 3-4 people where I was like, but Jojo, how could you do that? Like we just planned this and then now you taking my idea. She's like, yeah, you saying I'm stealing your shine. I'm like, what? I'm like, don't take me where I can go. So we started now exchanging because I'm like, girl, I can go there just because I'm able to.
Doesn't mean I won't go, eh?
Listen, just because I'm a makumbaya doesn't mean I get happy sometimes. Like, I was annoyed. I was like, what? I just went outside. I'm like, I need to calm down. I'm like, I need to breathe and calm down because I'm just not gonna let someone just take me there. Because but afterwards it was a back and forth and we fixed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she apologized, James. She sent me a WhatsApp and she really said sorry about everything. She said sorry about like things she said, whatever happened in the house. And I told her that, dude, let's let bygones be bygones. It was in the house. It was a game. It was a game. Let's move.
Hey, that game is very tricky sometimes when you come out of the house, actually. Hey?
It is.
Let's talk about the boys.
The boys. I'm a fan of the boys.
I'm a fan of the vibe. So you went in there in a relationship.
Yes, I did.
Why do you guys do that?
So can I be honest with you,
Please
Nan?
be honest with me.
When I wanted to go to Big Brother the first time, I was in a, I don't want to say I wasn't in a relationship, but my relationship at the time was still very new, you know? So when your relationship is still very new, you don't know where it's going, what's going to happen. So at that time, when I wanted to go, I think this was 2021, I was like, when I'm there, I can do whatever I want because this thing is still fresh and we don't know where we're going, you know? We actually had the discussion 2021 about it, that listen, I'm going to go there, I'm going to do whatever it is I want, whether it's kissing, flirting, having a great time, because this is still fresh and we don't even know, you know, if it's something that's going to be here 10 years, 5 years down the line, you know? So then it was very different. But now this opportunity found me in something so stable, Yolanda. And it found me in something so beautiful. I'm not even going to lie. I am in a beautiful relationship. I don't even know if that makes any sense. I am in a very beautiful relationship. Honey. So I was like, I'm not ready to risk, you know, losing someone who has held me down in this process. This is the same person who drove me to go fetch those dresses I was wearing in the house. You understand? This is the same person who made sure that every audition process, I'm okay. You understand? And even outside of the house, this is someone who's literally like supporting me so much, you know, emotionally, mentally, you know, and even in his pocket, guys. So for me, I was like, I'm not going to mess that up, honestly. And we did speak, obviously, about how there'll be boys will be boys always. And what are the boundaries, you know? And I made it clear to my partner that, listen, it's not like when the boys are flirting back, I will just be like, current, go away. You know, I'm like, at the end of the day, this is entertainment, this is TV. You know, I can't now not dance. You know, I can't now not have a great time. You know, and I am so fortunate that he's so open-minded like that. And he's so secure in himself as a man that, okay, do what you got to do. These are just my limits, you know, and then, do what you got to do. I understand it's TV. I understand it's also entertainment. You don't want to obviously bore people, you know, so enjoy, but we set our boundaries. So I was in a 5-year relationship. I am still in a 5-year relationship when I went to the house. And I'm not going to lie. I still say people must go single. Hey! Which is very contradicting, right? But I still say that go there single. I do feel like go there single because...
But I feel like when you go single also, you don't really... Not everyone find love there.
That's true. Not everyone will find love there, ne? But this will sound so horrible and I hope no one comes for me, but I feel like South Africa or Africa wants to see love. They want to see Yolanda falling for someone, you know, and they want to see a ship in the house.
So you would say that if you are in a ship, you get a better fan base than when you're alone?
If I'm being honest, I feel like having a ship does boost you. Not that you can't stand out by yourself and you can't, you know, so high and still make it to like a top 5 or, you know, or even a finalist. But you understand, you know, so you are so fortunate if you're able to get that ship and then, you know, yes, Big Brother's not Love Island, you know, at the end of the day, you don't want to.
Love love.
But they still, people love, thank you. People love love. People want to see you falling for someone. People want to see that and they want to see it in real time. And I feel like when that happens, you stand a really bigger chance of just going far in the competition and even taking it.
When I went there, I thought that is the whole situation about Big Brother there.
Nah.
And I was like, I want to see if I'm different.
Nah.
And I'm not gonna, nah.
Nah.
That's why I was like, we're going to like fight nje there and see.
And see what's gonna
Maybe
happen.
someone is going to see. I don't know, but yeah. But
Yeah.
I actually agree what you're saying. I feel like maybe the reason why is, like Yaya once said it, that the show is watched more by female.
By females.
So
yes,
female
yes.
really love
love
love.
love.
We love
With the
chick flick
lovers of love.
movies,
Yes,
you know, that
yes.
fairy tale type of
Fairy
situation.
tale.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
sell it to us.
I get it.
We want it.
So
yeah?
knowing that at the back of your head, you
Yeah.
didn't think of entertaining Ezra there? Because
No.
Ezra was dying apparently.
No, guys. Ezra, not you saying Ezra was dying.
Apparently,
Apparently.
according to the streets, don't kill me. According to the streets, Ezra was dying.
My goodness,
Apparently, he said apparently he told someone that he wants you or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think he was still with Jojo or something like that.
Yeah,
Situation there. Why didn't you dance back there?
That situation for me was very. When it comes to Ezra, for me, it's like when I got into the house, and again, I say when I got into the house and I saw everyone, I was like, I don't think there's anyone who's going to tempt me that much. And it's a very confident thing to say.
Really?
But honestly, when I got in and I saw everyone, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to be tempted like that. Like,
But you guys had hot guys though.
No, we definitely did. No, the guys were quite handsome.
Or maybe they were not your type.
But
because I'm also not attracted to hot guys.
it's not even a matter of not my type. I think it's because I'm content where I am. My man is my type. I really am. You know?
When I'm in. I
No, my man is my type. I don't want to lie. And my man's my type. And my man looks good. And I felt like, and not to discredit anyone in the house, the guys looked extremely nice. Same as the girls. Everyone was like serving, you know. But that one for me, it was just a matter of, dude, we're good as friends. Like, it makes sense as friends. And also, even in the house, man, even with Ez, it wasn't even a matter of he was like pursuing me. No, guys. It was a matter of, you know, he did mention that, hey, I liked you, but you made it clear that you're in a relationship. So, yeah, you know, he moved on. So for me, it was like, all right, cool.
So no
he
one caught
mentioned
your
literally
eye
in
there.
passing. He never really sat down with me and like had a conversation with me that, listen, I really like you and I would like us. No. The flirting was a thing. I'm not gonna lie. The flirting was a thing. But guys, let me clarify this. I was flirting with everyone. I was flirting with everyone. And I don't know if it was shown, but I was flirting with everybody. The only person I wasn't flirting with, or the people I wasn't flirting with, were people that I was like, Yolanda, for example. Yolanda was like my brother. So there was no need for, you know, that flirt. No, but I was literally flirting with Swiss. I was flirting with, who else? I was flirting with everyone. Like, because I am a flirt, you know, being, sales. You need to have a silver tongue. You can, Yolanda. You can't flirt.
Yo, even Z said it. There was a video I posted recently, and I was just going back, and sometimes I do that. Like I go back on social media and check the things that I was doing and laugh. You know, when I'm sad, I go and I laugh.
Yeah.
So Z said that she was like, "Hey, Yolanda, you can't flirt with," and I was like, I can't.
Really?
I can't to save my life. I honestly can't. You're terrible. Even
flirts.
on the call when I'm talking to a client. I'll just make jokes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I make jokes and we laugh.
So
we
it's
laugh,
just
we
the
laugh.
humor
And when I
that
say
you
account
kill.
number, boom.
You good.
They don't even hear me saying 5,000 rand
5,000
premium.
rand because of the.
They're just hearing account number.
But you like you and the jokes. That's also very dangerous. Humor's very dangerous because people will laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh.
They don't hear a lot of things.
Things. Next thing they laugh, all laughing. I'm telling you.
And you know why I can flirt?
Catchy.
I'm shy.
Okay.
You know, no one believes me when I say I'm shy.
That's another thing about actually being someone who either talks a lot or you're just out there. They don't believe that internally you know how you feel, right? And I always say this to people. I was even speaking at an event yesterday where I'm like, sometimes I do things and I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so anxious. My heart is beating so fast. But when you guys look at me, I'm just so composed. So I believe you. I believe you when you say you're shy. I actually believe you because it's how you are feeling internally inside. And I experience that a lot where I'm so anxious to speak publicly, but I'm constantly speaking.
I wish I could flirt though, hey?
Yeah, flirting is fun. I was telling someone that
I'm like, someone must teach me, but I'm too old now to learn. My other guy friend, he was like, you know, I just look at a man.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then
what? And then what do I do?
But I do look.
Yeah.
Maybe you must teach me.
I'll try and teach you.
You can teach me, You can give me like 2 cents now.
No, it's in the conversation. It's in
And then how do you look at the guy?
I don't know what look I give. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't want to lie to you. I don't know if I give a look, you know? But like, if you're going to say something.
What do you do when you're flirting? Maybe let me ask that.
Oh, you need to say something to me. Say something nice to me.
You're so pretty.
Really? Thank you. answer. I think it's in the way.
After when you answer, then what do you do?
Yeah, I can say thank you. And then as you carry the conversation, we flow.
Okay, and
As you
your
say
hair
something
is so
else.
pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And then who do your lashes? Your lashes are pretty.
Really? You should come closer and have a closer look.
Okay!
Guys, I haven't flirted in a while.
You should come closer. No, I need lessons, guys. No, I need lessons. Oh my gosh. Yo, I need lessons. I promise you.
Really? No, I'm not even saying I'm that
terrible.
good as well, hey? Because it's...
Nah, you good.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it's like...
you're good.
Yeah.
Girl, you're good. You can. We need to ask after this, but I think you're good.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
And then you come out of the house.
Yeah.
So obviously you went in the house as SIPHESIHLE,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And you come out of the house, hoo-ha. Tell us, what do you feel? What happens?
You know what, Yolanda? People won't believe me when I say this. I feel like, number one, I knew I wasn't going to win. I knew. Yeah, I knew. And the reason why I knew, for me personally, it's pretty logical why I say that. It's not even a spiritual woo-ha. It's not even no. It's because there's a week in the house where Big Brother made the head of house, and then there was head of house contender. And then from the contender, the fan, I don't want to say the fan bases, but the public had to vote who the contenders must be. Yeah. I just don't remember who was head of house in that time. I'm not sure if it was Ez or Sus, I'm not sure. But according to the votes put Yolanda, put Ashley, put Nate, put Sweet Guluva, and then Big Brother selected Mshini. So immediately, as a girl, I was like, maths.
If I'm not
Let me
there.
calculate. Already, for me, this is week 2. So already I could see that these are the people that have the biggest fan bases or the biggest support. So for me, I felt like when Big Brother did that, I don't know. But to me, that's what it revealed. I don't know what tactic that was being done, because the contender was very interesting. I mean, you're head of house and you can lose it. But to me, it just revealed what the public, or who the public favors the most.
But don't you think that kind of like threw you off your game in a way?
No.
Or it made you feel like, okay, I'm not winning, it's fine.
It's not that it threw me off my game per se. I was just like, okay, clearly I don't have a lot of public favor or public whatever that's happening in the public like that. So I locked in. I was like, girl, show your talent. This is the time to lock in like crazy. Show the work you do. Show things that you would like to get into outside of the house, be it emceeing, presenting, singing, I was like, lock in and work. And then that's when I started having a lot of fun. I don't know. Because after that, I don't remember having a fight. And even when I had a fight, it was a useless fight. Like I always fought with Ntuku. Ntuku and I always had like a, now, you, done. But I've never had like a serious fight after that, because I was like, I just want to have fun. I don't want to create drama. I don't think, but if drama follows me, it follows me. But
I think
that's what happened
actually-
with me. That's what I saw from that. So, am I wrong? Those people are actually the ones that do have that huge public.
But maybe
all.
when you put it like that, because they had to vote.
Yes.
But also on our situation, like with us, there was like a dancing competition,
Yes.
and the public would vote who the winner is.
Who the winner is, yeah.
I never won any.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, people are my fans, because why didn't I win?
Fair,
And
fair.
also, there was a time when we're nominated.
Yes.
Like, I was
Yes.
always nominated.
Yes.
But
Fair.
there was a time where we were all nominated in the house, and Lawrence would always talk to young Papi,
Yes.
and he never really in my head, I was
Engaged
like,
with you.
he never really engaged with me.
Yeah.
And
And
he would
Lapo,
call
you
young
were
Papi
big.
first and say,
Yeah.
young Papi, you are saved. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, young Papi has a big fan base.
I get you.
Sometimes
I get
I feel
you.
like we read it and
Wrong.
Yeah.
No, you can read it wrong.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like we
can
read it wrong.
No, you can read it wrong. But I don't think I did, because these people I'm mentioning were top 5.
Okay.
You understand? I feel like Mina personally, when I read it the
Yeah, you
second
read
week,
it, yeah.
I was like, we are looking at the top 5. Obviously with this, with Mshini, then it's Ntuku, because Mshini didn't then become top 5. She left with me in my week, and then Ntuku was there. But the 4 of them that were voted to contend for head of house, they were part of, except for obviously the hot eviction. Yeah, Ash. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I did?
Yes.
So when, for example, when the dancing situation
Yes,
happened,
yes.
and Sinai and I, we didn't win. I was like, yeah,
We are
people
there
don't
at the
like us. I was
bottom.
like, maybe they don't like my noise, or maybe whatever.
something, eh?
And also, like when they do nominations, like
Yes.
they would start with other people.
Other people first,
And then they'll
and then
probably
you
put
doubt
you
yourself.
last. And
Yeah.
you in my head, I was like, oh, maybe this one has a big fan base, and then
course,
there's
of
this one,
course.
and it's. But
course.
it kept me on my toes.
It does keep you on
So
your
it
toes.
made me wanna do crazier
It's
things,
like,
you know?
Yazini, let me.
Because I'm thinking,
let me push on
I'm
my
not
game
there
plan.
Maybe next week I'm leaving.
Maybe next week, you understand. That's how I
Yeah.
also took it. I'm a person who always views the glass as half full. Like, I am that person, really. Like, what people saw in the house with me talking to people, and I'm like that, you know? So for me, I was like, nah, let me show people who I am. Let me show people what I have to offer, because next week I could leave, you know? So I had a lot of things at the back of my mind. I do come from a small town, you know? I do come from MP, you know? This is what the public has voted for. So according to what I'm calculating, these are the people that have a bigger fan base. But you're right, you can't get shocked, you know? Sometimes the person you think might take it does not take it. But the person who I thought would take it, you know, for me, it was always between Yolanda or Sweet Guluva. You understand? In my head, in my thing, I was like, yeah, these two, I see it, you know? So, yeah. So after the house, yeah, like, God, was a question. Yeah, I'm deviating. I'm literally talking.
Like, you know, so when you come out, what happens with the hoo-ha? Because I know when you come out, everyone knows you, and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, I didn't go in the house like this.
Thank you for that. Because when I came out of the house, I was actually shocked. Because I don't want to lie, I definitely did not feel like I had. I don't even like calling people a fan base, but I didn't think I had that much support personally, because I was like, my personality is not for everyone. Some people can look at me and be like, oh, what a snob, or lapho guys ngiyakwazi ukubasa, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, people can judge you on face value and be like, oh my gosh, who's this? They might have a misconception of you. So immediately I was like, ish, I know that I might not have a liking, and people might not have a liking, maybe to my personality or to maybe the way I carried myself in the show bored people, or whatever it is that people, you know, have or see. So for me, I was pretty shocked with all the love I was receiving. I'm telling you, like, the love completely shocked me. I was like, wow, this is like way more than anticipated, you know? So I guess that just goes down to sometimes don't, you know, downplay yourself. Yeah, because for me, I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting this much love. You know, I wasn't expecting this much support. And I just wasn't expecting it. And I was like, man, God is good.
And then how do you move? I see you have a song. So you come out, you release. Give us that situation.
Yes, I've been in the music space, guys. And it's very challenging with the music space, because so many songs get released in a week. You know, every day the songs. So I've been in the music space. I just have a history of loving music from my church days, you know, where I was just, you know, deeply in the worship team. So, but then I transitioned from that into just trying to be more in the entertainment space. And then, because I'm such a lover of sound in general, I started to DJ. I was like, okay, I'm not just going to be a vocalist, because sometimes as a vocalist alone, you're not always going to get booked. You know, no one wants to always kind of listen to someone vying and singing. So I was like, okay, but people want to jam to music, and DJs do get booked. And I love sound, you know, and I'm enjoying everything that I do, music orientated. I went into DJing I started 2017, but I stopped. Then I went back 2021. And then from there, I released a song even before the house called Buyagimi. And the song was just slowly building up, but obviously getting outside of the house, the song started to do very well. And then I released Amashinga, which is the one that's out now. Guys, listen to the song. Please stream.
Oh, on Spotify and stream. It's there on Spotify,
It's there on Spotify under Touche.
Okay.
And it's under Touche because I'm actually part of a DJ duo. You understand? So the DJ duo, myself and Rulelo, we are working and releasing the music. And then I do things vocally because I'm also a singer, you know, but we're releasing as a duo, just like, who can I compare us to? Well, we'll get there, like your Malooms on Decks and your, you know, just your duos that are doing things together. Yeah. So that's what I did. And I released a song, and the song is doing extremely well. And we have a music video coming up soon.
Ooh.
So yeah.
So I tell like I have a music
video.
Please don't dress there.
Huh? I mustn't?
Put on clothes.
Oh, we must just show, you know, the chichiness of it all.
Hey,
I'm sure the chichiness of it all, because I mean it is a bit of a Zulu song,
You know?
So I might as well. I might
See,
as
I
well.
gave you an idea.
Just might as well show some skin.
And then what are you doing after? Who are you working with?
Yes.
And what are you doing besides DJing and stuff?
Yes. So besides the music, I am working now on Bogart Radio, guys.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
we
you so
didn't work
much.
for them because they were actually doing. So they were showcasing at a fashion show that I was actually doing before Big Brother.
Nice.
But they were actually showcasing for guys only. I was so hurt that time. But now I know they do female stuff as well.
They withdrew the female line, but I'm hoping it does come back because it's still very male oriented on the
Because there was that one time where they were like no women, and then after that was
yes, and then it was back.
they were there, and
then
then okay.
Yeah, I stand to be corrected, but so far I haven't seen the fashion line for the ladies, but I'm hoping they bring it back. It would be very nice, you know. It would be so nice. So yeah, I'm working with Bogart Radio now, and I'm pushing the radio side. You know, obviously, you know, just building on that because, like I said, I'm radio goboza. I can go on and on. I don't mind.
I think you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Okay, no, I don't think.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Because when you're in the house, I was like,
much.
is this her voice? We didn't really talk much at work.
Yeah.
Like, I was like confused. I was like,
I was quiet. I was just there. You know, when they speak about having like two personalities, like I was at work, I was like, let me just get this thing and finish. and everyone was muted from my status, so no one even saw my outside life, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like at work, I was like this, you know, that cubicle. I was like, let me just work, get it done. And then outside, I'll do what I want to do. Yeah.
Nah, you have a very beautiful voice. I think radio is perfect for you.
Thank you.
Don't stop.
I won't stop. I won't stop. It's going for bigger and better and more. And, you know, Big Brother was the perfect platform, you know, to just push you forward, you know, and just take you there. So yeah, it's radio. It's working with a few brands, you know, just trying to build, you know, that, you know, content profile, you know, because I actually do enjoy working with brands, like, and I enjoy even working with brands that I actually use. It's like, I actually use this thing, you know, or I actually drink this, you know, so it would be nice to actually work with those sort of brands as well.
Who would you want to work with?
Honestly, I've said this before, because when it comes to like your skincare, I am a big Garnier fan. Like I use their BB cream so much. I don't know if people noticed in the house, but people, when I got out of the house, there's a lady that even asked me that, what foundation were you using? And I'm like, I wasn't even using a foundation. I was using a BB cream, Garnier's BB cream, you know? So I would love to work with, like, when it comes to skin, Garnier. For body, Nivea, because I've seen my mother from a very young age go and buy us Nivea, and I was like, I would love to work with Nivea. Then when it comes to, you know, more, because I do indulge. I indulge in Bev, you know. So when it comes to Bev, it's funny how the drink I actually consume that also treats me good, besides the chillest punch, is actually Hansel's Dry. Right?
Hey, when are you mentioning all my brands, eh?
Right? I'm being for real. Like, guys, and then, you know, this sounds so crazy. Like, I was at a point where I was like, I need to stop drinking because I feel like I'm not finding...
If I knew, I would have brought you a Hunter's Dry,
Honestly,
girl.
I'm a Hunter's Dry girl.
Really?
I'm being for real. And that's because it was the only one that was starting to treat me right. Because everything else that I would start to drink, it would start to like make me a bit sick. Now I can't drink more than 3 because I'm feeling a bit nauseous. I'm like, I don't know if it's too strong for me or I'm the weak one. What's going on? So I was like, okay, I'm enjoying Hunter's Dry, you know. I'm enjoying whiskey, Jameson. I'd love to work with Jameson, you know. So there's quite a few because I really indulge in my Bev. I don't mind at all. I don't. And then there's quite a few brands I'd love to work with. Your Jaegers, you know, especially when it comes to the fact that I'm a DJ and they actually have events. Your Red Bull, because they also have events. So from an artist point of view, Jaeger, Red Bull, killing it, you know. So there's people I'd love to work with out there. A lot of brands.
You haven't worked with them,
out
ne?
there. No, I
Not
haven't
yet.
worked with any of the ones I've mentioned.
So you do
I
have
haven't.
management, like people
Yes,
managing
I do.
you.
I do have management and people also like supporting me. I have a lot of supporters, people just like plugging me as well. That hey, especially we think you would make a perfect speaker for this. Please come to this event, or please come here. Please do that. So yeah. So I do have a lot of support because I don't want to limit myself. Yes, when Yolanda, I used to be that's another thing about growth. I used to be quite judgmental, and I'll be very honest about this. I used to be quite close-minded and judgmental of people that are doing a lot of things in the industry. I never used to understand it.
You were judgmental of me because that's me.
I never used to understand it. And I'll just be honest, as someone who hasn't been in the space, I used to be like, but then why are you singing and dancing and DJing and acting and then now it's funny because now I'm being such a hypocrite because now I'm in that position where I want to now do all of those
also
things. I'm more open-minded now to the fact that if you are able to have that, like you said, that one thing that is able to open the other doors, and also don't disrespect the other doors when you enter them. If you're going to get into the acting space or the singing space, learn,
But also, we also don't know. We don't know what we want.
That's also true.
Right after coming of Big Brother,
Yeah.
you don't know exactly
You don't
exactly this is exactly what I want. So it's advisable to do everything.
Try and
Very
see
good.
what it is that you are good in, what it is that's actually working for you, because it is a journey. I always knew I want music. So even that's why it was so easy for me to release a song 2 weeks outside of the Big Brother house, because I already went in there as a DJ, as an artist. I already went in there. I had a Spotify account already. I was singing already, DJing already. That was solid. That was already solid. But now, I didn't even know that this would open the radio space for me, and the radio space is opening the MCing spaces and as a speaker, and at some points people keep telling me that, but you did so well with acting, are you sure you don't want to get into the acting space? And, so I'm like, okay, now it's opening the acting space. So hence I'm saying that it's so crazy how I used to be, pretty, boxed and felt like, why is everyone doing everything? But now I was like, actually, that's not the way to think. If people don't want to limit themselves and they can kill everything, why not?
Why not?
No, why not?
Yeah, no,
Why
that's
not?
true. Oh, SIPHESIHLE, thank you so much for coming to Loud Wednesdays with Yolanda. Even though you were not that loud, but you were very audible. We heard every single word
Every
you
word.
said.
Thank you.
So we're going to ask you to sing us your song. How? Yes.
Kanjalo nje. I'll give like a quick sample.
It's fine. And tell us where we can stream it.
Yes, guys, the song is everywhere. Every music platform, your Apple Music, your iTunes, hey, your YouTube Music, hey, your Spotify, hey, it's everywhere, and it's Amashinga. And yeah, just to explain the song a bit, it's not that deep. The song is just about, ngishele kahle, like caught me well. And I'll say yes. Sometimes they just be calling you baby and just like that in a relationship. So it just caught me well. So hence in the song I say, oh, so I'm saying, I'm going to say yes. If you just, shala me right.
Hey, sing
properly.
Sing specifically.
Okay, hey, Yolanda. I'll sing something for you. Uthando lwami ngizokunikeza, imizwa yami ngizokunikeza, uthando lwami ngizokunikeza, imizwa yami ngizokunikeza, oh baba ngizovuma. Put me on the spot.
Girl. No, you have a voice. You have a voice. It's there. Okay, you're drinking cold something, but it's there.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you,
it actually came out.
you.
So flawless. Hey?
Thank you, lovey.
Was that a falsetto voice or normal voice?
Thank you. So I can sing alto and I can sing like in my normal speaking voice. But when I do sing, I like singing soprano because I know it can confuse people. It's high bow. When you're speaking, you're alto, but when you're singing, you go high. I go high because when I started singing in choir, I've always been a soprano. My one teacher was like, we need soprano
Do you
people.
do opera like me? I did opera. Do, re, mi, fa, so.
I didn't really do opera per se, but they'll obviously train you like that when you're doing the vocal training. Yeah, so
I
we were
did
trained
that
like
too.
that a lot.
My whole high school was this.
Yeah,
this
do, re,
choir
mi, fa,
and
sol, la, ti, do,
and
we
you don't
did a
drink
lot of
things,
that.
you don't
You
eat
don't.
other things.
Even what
you
I'm
don't-
doing now is
That's what I'm
wrong.
saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I understand
shouldn't.
because there's eyes there. But thank you so much for coming. And where will people find you? Where you going next? Is there something coming up? Whatever the case is, tell us.
What I have going on now, guys, is the fact that the music video is coming. So please watch, please stream Amashinga, and please log in to Bogart Radio, download the Bogart Radio app, listen to us on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays. And on SIPHESIHLE on all platforms. Instagram, SIPHESIHLE Mabaso, TikTok, SIPHESIHLE Mabaso, even Twitter, nje everywhere goes SIPHESIHLE Mabaso. And I don't have any gigs coming up right now, but when you do follow me on my page, I will be able to put more gig guides as to where we're rocking. Yeah.
Awesome. We're rocking with SIPHESIHLE, guys. You did hear what she said. Please do as she asked. Let's support.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And please do subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Yes.
And please, guys, download the Spotify app and watch this episode every Monday early. Guys, I give you exclusives on Spotify. So if you don't have the app for Spotify, hey, because there's a very big, nice episode that I posted there. You guys are not watching because you are lazy to download Spotify. It's very free. Download Spotify and just go there and watch. It's easy. So please go Spotify, guys, and watch Melly's episodes and comment and tell me what you think about what he said. Also, comment and subscribe and follow us everywhere as well.
Oh, love it. Guys, do the things.
Thank you so much. And this is how we close it. So we're going to say my tagline. What you gonna do about it?
Nothing.